40-yard line. Hamilton keeps it. Touchdown.
Yeah, in the huddle with Joe Hamilton. What up, Joe?
What up, man, Doug? What's up, brother? I'm telling you, man, I don't know how to explain myself because basketball, football, baseball, I love it all. I don't know how to differentiate between different seasons. How do you do it, man? Because I do know now it's combine for me. It's basketball for me. I don't understand because right now it's basketball for me, and I love football and combine. What say you, brother?
Yeah, man. The same way. I really love the combine. I really love the NFL draft. I mean, they almost as exciting as the game. So we're going to get into some of that. We're going to get into some college football talk. We're in the huddle with Joe Hamilton, Heisman Trophy, second runner-up. Should have won the damn Heisman. They robbed you, Joe. They robbed you.
You know what, Doug? I would always say this, man. Again, I'm the best. I was. You've never heard me say this before, but I was the best quarterback that year. I'm the David O'Brien winner. That's it. The David O'Brien winner is the best quarterback in 1999, 2000. I'm the best quarterback. And I leave it at that because, again, we are all great players, but I would say that I'm better than Michael Vick, Chad Pennington, Drew Brees, and some of those guys because
you won the Davey O'Brien Award.
That's what I was saying. I said it. You didn't say it. I say it. Yes. Yeah.
Hey, we're chopping up with Joe Hamilton in the huddle with Joe Hamilton, Georgia Tech legend, quarterback, Alvin's finest from the Low Country. Joe, we're going to hit a couple of topics, man. We have you on every Wednesday at this time, 9 p.m. We got in a couple minutes late. We had some technical difficulties, but we got in. But there's a lot of little interesting tidbits that I want to touch upon with you. First of all, I think we mentioned it already a couple times, man. The Combine, the NFL Combine in Indianapolis starts tomorrow. Ryan, my brother, went to the Combine, obviously. You went to the Combine. Talk a little bit about that experience and going up to Indianapolis and showing the scouts what you got all on that kind of like neutral field. What was the experience like for you?
Yeah, I want to talk about that, Doug, because, again, we have something to prove. Some of us and some of us don't. It's just the bottom line. I want to prove that a quarterback, like whoever in front of me, I'm better than you. A quarterback behind you, I'm better than you. But again, it goes back to status quo. Are you 6'5"? Are you 6'6"? Do you have a cannon arm and all those things? And that sets you apart. So when I look at it, it's so intriguing to me, Doug. I'm so happy you brought that up because Shedeur Sanders and Cam Ward, I would compete. I'm competing at the Combine. I'm throwing every single route, and I know what you haven't saw that receiver before. You don't know when he comes out of his cut, a 5 route, 6 route, 4 route, where you come up. I love that situation because I'm competing against you because I can climb the ladder. But a lot of people, and I think, Doug, you are saying maybe. I'm not saying I didn't ask you that. I don't want to show you what I'm about until you see me at my home court.
Right, yeah. And so that's interesting you say that because the news is out. Shedeur and Cam are not going to throw at the Combine. And you kind of mentioned it just now. You think that's a bad idea. You think they should go out there and compete and throw the football.
Well, not a bad idea, but where's your competitive spirit?
Right.
Would you go out there and compete against Ryan?
Absolutely. You know that.
So, and that's my deal. So what's holding you back? Why are you not competing? And that's my point, is that, and I've heard it all. And I would like to say this to you, Doug. I went to the combine.
Mm-hmm.
I got invited to the combine as a nothing. I mean, yeah, I competed, and yeah, I had numbers at Georgia Tech, and I thought I should be able to get drafted, but I needed to compete. I wanted to show and tell.
Right.
That didn't mean anything.
Right.
It didn't mean anything because arm strength, whatever, I couldn't climb the ladder. But can you climb the ladder between the number 10th pick and number 1 pick?
Mm-hmm.
Can you climb the ladder? Doug Stewart, I'm asking you, just you, not anybody else, because I think I know you. Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders, do you want to be better than him? Do you want to be the higher draft pick right now than him? That's why I would say compete with him. Why not?
Mm-hmm. Have you seen these videos? Cam and Shedeur are working out together, and they're going back and forth with each other, you know, almost to a degree where it's almost kind of like offensive. They're kind of insulting. Me and Ryan talked about this on the show that we did on Monday. I don't like that, because I feel like that they're probably not, but you never know. It's almost like they're hurting each other's stock by kind of revealing and taking shots at each other's, down.
That's not like you, Doug. Hold on. I'm going to cut you off. I'm sorry not to cut you off, but I'm going to cut you off. That's not. What do you mean hurting each other's stock? What do you mean by that? Because they're not doing that. Talk to me, please.
That's exactly the word I was looking for. It seems like they're shooting each other's down, like they're insulting each other, which it might not be that big of a deal because you're going to ultimately look at what they did on the field. But why would you tear down another guy, another black quarterback? I'm going to shoot you straight. That's going to be drafted. There's enough room for both of y'all to shine. Like, why would you insult each other and give that and put that thought in the mindset of a scout?
You know, Doug, please tell me, man. Man, I love this, man. Tell me why you think that's shooting each other down.
So
please.
One of the comments,
because again, I don't care about the comment. I do care about the comments. Right. I'm talking about you, Doug Stewart, talking to you. You, Ryan Stewart, talking to you. Anybody that we can talk. Thompson, our boy. Right. Shout out to Tom.
Hall of Famer.
Yeah. hey, listen, no doubt about it. Shout out to everybody. Why do you think that's shouting them down? What I'm saying to you, Doug, is this. If I'm looking at you and we are both great, I'm trying to compete. I'm not trying to say I'm not going to go out there and throw. I'm not going to go out there and not run. I'm going to go out there and show you I'm better than you, not for the media. And listen to this, though. You trying to put it in a box. You're trying to put it in a box as black and white. I'm putting it in a box as competitiveness. Doug Stewart, Joe Hamilton, I'm better than you. You think you're the number 2 pick? No. I think I'm the number 1 pick. Let's see who go forward. That's what I'm saying, Doug.
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yes.
But in particular, Shedeur said to Cam, Cam missed the second half of the bowl game, for precautionary reasons because
not for precautionary reasons.
He surpassed a record in the first half, okay? And then he did not play the second half. Cam said on camera while training last week, you quit on your team. That's not funny. That's not something to play around with because you know what? That could affect one scout's thought process on what type of player and what type of leader Cam Ward is. I just don't think that was necessary. What are your thoughts?
No, well, again, it's a thought that we are chopping it up. We know he didn't quit.
But that topic was something discussed as him quitting at the time it happened.
Do you think
he said it? No, I don't think he quit. But my point is the guys making the decisions. You know how politics work. You know how them scouts and people in those positions get in a room together and they talk. They might bring up the whole conversation about Cam quitting on his team, and that might cost him 1 spot in the draft, 2 spots in the draft. 2 spots is money. At the end of the day, 2 spots, 5 spots, because one guy didn't like your attitude and thought you quitting your team is costing that man and his family money.
And that's why I love it so much, Doug, what we're talking about now, because it's the combine, right? It's the Indianapolis. Now we can get to talk to you. Right. Hey, Mr. Stewart, what do you see? What do you think? What was your mindset doing those things and where you decided to, at halftime, not come out? Right. I was like, Cam, what are you doing at halftime? We're trying to win. And I've said that if he communicated to his coaches, everybody, and his teammates that I might not come out in the second half, it's okay. And that's why I love the combine. What we're doing now, Doug, is the fact that in the individual room, they get 18 minutes. They get 18 minutes to say, what do you feel? What's going on? And there's going to be other discussions is when you get to the home campus. Why did you make that decision? Cam Ward, I don't hold him grudgingly at all. And I know you. Do you hold him?
No, I don't. I would have done the same thing. But
I would not have played if I'm Cam Ward, though.
But guess what?
That's the difference. It's more that's why we're talking about it.
Right.
It's not politics.
No, it's definitely politics. I think politics are involved with this to a degree. Now we can agree to disagree on that, but I feel like that I don't think it's necessary to shoot each other down, especially knowing the plight of the black quarterback in the NFL. Why would you take shots at a guy on a
who took shots, Doug?
On a platform like that where everybody in the world is viewing it?
No, I don't understand. Who took shots, Doug?
Yeah, we just talked about it. Shador said to Cam Ward, "You quit on your team." You don't think that's a shot?
No, that's podcast to me. That's Shador saying this is podcasting to Cam Ward, and they're working out just like you, me, and Ryan Stewart, and anybody from your hometown would do. That's podcast. Yeah, man, come on, man, you quit, but we understand what he did. So it's not a shot, Pat. No, come on, man. Because I'm not, and I understand what we need, not what we need to do, because we don't do that on Stewart Media. We don't do that as far as clickbait, but no, it's not clickbait. Cam Ward and Shador saying this, they are the 2 best quarterbacks in the National Football League. And my point is now that when you go into the combine, I'm only saying to you, Doug Stewart, now that if me and you, Ryan Stewart, anybody from South Carolina, call, the big boys, man, I'm going to be the highest pick. I'm going to be the number 1 pick. I'm going to go. Right. You're going to go 2. I'm going to go 3. I'm going to be higher than you. That's it.
Right.
It's not racial.
Right.
You're trying to make it racial, brother. It's not racial.
Gotcha. Okay. So let me ask you this. Talking about the home team, the Falcons. What are your thoughts about the Falcons? There's a lot out there about them going possibly all defense in the first couple of rounds. Michael Penix is the quarterback for the next 10 years, I believe. I think he's going to fill that spot. We got some nice pieces at the wide receiver position. What do you think the Falcons should do in the draft? Now, this is months away. We're a good bit of ways from the draft, but what do you think the Falcons should focus on at this combine and the type of players and the position players that they should look at for this upcoming season?
You know what? I cannot outside of focus on the draft and football regardless, because I love this, because when I say this, Doug, the Atlanta Falcons and a lot of other different teams sent all defensive players. Mm-hmm. The Atlanta Falcons, Dallas Cowboys, and a select few, I think is the Buffalo Bills, sent all defensive scouts to the combine. That means to me, I don't need offense. I need defense. Right. And what is that saying? And what is that doing for you at the combine? That's doing for you who's got the dog? Right. And I brought that up, and I would talk to you, and I would ask you, and I ask myself, how do we say a dog in them? Can you look at me? Can you look at Tom, man? Because Tom, I love Tom too. 1987, man.
All right,
Hey, give a shout out to Tom, please, again, man. Yes, go ahead.
Let me go ahead and mention what we've referred to it a couple times now.
Yes.
So a guy from my hometown, the town next to your hometown, we have this Hall of Fame at our high school, the Berkeley High School Hall of Fame, and this guy, it's a lot of politics.
Shout out.
This guy that should have been.
Yeah, you guys are the real deal, man.
Yeah, this guy should have been in the first class, and it's probably been 10 years now, and he's just getting in. A lot of political stuff, but this guy was maybe the best player at our high school. A lot of people will argue. So shouts out to John Thompson. You've given him a couple shots out already. He was that dude. He was that dude. I know people are like, "What? Who is this top guy?" I know because we keep mentioning him.
Well, it was all good. But so again, Doug. I mean, again, when we look at it, I mean, what are we judging? You know, where do we want to go? You a Laker fan? You're not. You know, that's Doug, a Raiders fan. And where do we go as far as top notch in the draft? Where do we go from here?
Right. You talk about the Falcons. Like, what should they do? Yeah. I mean, it's a consensus that we need some type of pass rush. Defensive end, outside linebacker. Falcons run that 3-4 defense. So you would think that they need to look at some guys that can get to the quarterback because over the last couple of years, we've been one of the worst teams in the NFL. I think we might even have been the worst team cumulatively at the defensive end position in the league over the last couple of years. So I see them packing up and piling up on defensive linemen in particular to get up to the quarterback.
And the reason why I said that to you, Doug, and the reason why I presented that question, I would like to talk about it because what they sent to the combine, no offensive players.
Mm-hmm.
They're not even scouting anything offensively. Is that
right?
And then Raheem Morris and Terry Fontenot told us that it's the best available player. So when I think about it, and I wanted to bring this to you, just to you, because I know how I feel. If the best available player is a need, a want, what do we do here? Right. Because I don't want to see anything. Because Bijan Robinson, first round, Drake London, first round, Kyle Pitts, whatever and then your boy Lefty, I mean, all-world quarterback. Now, so what are we doing? So what are we going to go forward? What are we thinking about as far as the combine? And when I was at the combine, they always were specific, very specific. How do you see us fit? Where are you going to fit? I see you fit here as a drop-down safety, as a drop back safety, as a closed down corner, as a right tackle. Where do you see this fit? So now the Atlanta Falcons are telling me, and I agree, and just to bring it real quickly to the Atlanta Falcons, they should not even draft anything offensively at all in this draft.
Right.
Because they only have 4 picks. They only have 4 picks, right?
Right. We got the 15th pick in the first round. Which has kind of been their MO the last couple of years. They're not high enough to get somebody of impact, but they're at a position where they can get a player. They're not at the back of the draft, but being in the middle of the pack is tough some years,
But you're not right around the corner. So right. I mean, where are you going to go?
Yeah. Talking to Joe Hamilton right now on the In the Huddle with Joe Hamilton on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. So how much time do you put into watching the combine, and how excited are you about the NFL draft every year? Not looking at it from a standpoint when you played and you were in the combine and you were looking to get drafted and all of that. Like, how much do you look forward to watching these guys, run the 40, do the 225 bench press? Like, do you look forward to that, or, not really?
I look forward to it. Mel Kiper and those guys, not Mel Kiper and what Mike Kiper says. That, I mean, I want to know about Doug. I want to know about Shedeur Sanders and Cam Ward.
Right.
I want to know about, boy from Penn State, Abdul. I want to know about him. I want to know about Shedeur Sanders, and I don't need to see them. For me, it was them guys participating, jumping, catching, and all that. Now, because I want to know about the interview. Because 18 minutes, man, you get 18 minutes, man. You get 18 minutes that when those guys, when you walk down, it's almost like a Radio Row. Mm-hmm. I've been there. Radio Row, when you walk down, that's Tennessee, that's Indianapolis, that's Georgia. I mean, that's Dallas, that's Washington. Come here. So it's Radio Row. So who's picking at you? So, that just now that you're not competing anymore, and where it shifted to me, Doug. And I want to say this to you: it shifted so much to where I used to think that you either compete or you left out.
Right.
No more. Those guys, Shedeur Sanders, Cam Ward, Abdul Carter, and those guys touch me up, physical, touch me up, and seeing what I'm going to do with the interview, and I'm gone.
Right.
Why? It's just like the Senior Bowl again. In the Senior Bowl, I don't know if you paid attention. I will, and I'll educate you and the listeners. In the Senior Bowl and all those invitations, the post-game invitations that I come there, I'm on the chalkboard. I let you know what I can do, one-on-one drills, and I'm out of there. That's it.
Right.
So it's a fine line and it's a competing line, but I would say Cam Ward, Shedeur Sanders, then they're not competing for me. I want them to compete a little bit more individually.
Yeah. Last thing, kind of college football, and we're talking to Joe Hamilton, former Georgia Tech quarterback, played for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Colts, right? You played for the Colts, right? That's what drafted you was the Colts.
No, Bucks.
The Bucks. That's right. You were with the Bucks first, and then you went to the Colts later on in your career.
I'm a has-been, man.
Yeah. What do you think about this revenue sharing stuff that's going on right now? Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh my God. No, revenue sharing in college football. Doug, let me tell you this. It's even Stevens. Do you like it? And I don't want you to answer that without me giving you information. Okay. And I'll give you the information, and I would love to. Is that everything for bowl game, everything from what we are getting from a conference perspective, everything we're gaining goes to the student athlete. Everything. Now, it's not going to the student football athlete. It's going to the athlete. Wouldn't you like that or love that?
I would love that.
So that's why I said yes. So now is that just imagine that you're going to the Peach Bowl, college football championship, and everybody. So now, as an individual college, gymnastics, I can upgrade you. Tennis, I can upgrade you. But all of a sudden, 75% of everything I'm talking about goes to the student athlete football-wise outside. Now, listen, revenue sharing, let me tell you this, because I know where you're going to come through. Revenue sharing is outside of name, image, and likeness.
Right.
So revenue sharing is like of a bowl makes 10 million. SEC, Georgia. I mean, whatever gets this many million, I'm going to distribute everything towards everybody. But now you can do whatever you want to do. How would you feel about that?
Yeah. So here's the deal. College athletes will begin receiving revenue sharing from their schools in the 25-20 this coming season, as a result settlement from the House versus the NCAA court case. So how does this work? Schools can share up to 22% of their annual athletic department revenue with athletes. The cap is based on the previous year's revenue from the Power Four conferences. Schools can distribute the money across their sports as they see fit, as you kind of talked about just now. So, yeah, this is totally different from NIL. And the only problem I got is why
you have a problem.
Why wasn't it like this 30 years ago? Joe, you know how much money you would have made if they had NIL, if they had revenue sharing when you were in college? You know how much money you would have made?
No, but yes, I do know, and I'm not in regret, but that's what I'm saying to you is like let's use the platform. That's what I'm saying. Let's use this platform because it's crazy. Right. Can you believe now everything now because Ole Miss does not have to get there. Just let me say Syracuse in the ACC. Syracuse does not have to get there, but they can benefit off of Miami getting there. They can benefit off of Clemson getting there. Why not? Play the players. Are you joking me? It's always play the players. And again, what I love about this is not name, image, and likeness. This is not about you putting on yourself on a billboard and you trying to, I'm this, I'm that. No, when I go to Doug, let me tell you this about my son Skylar getting recruited. If you go to so-and-so school, you're going to get paid.
Right.
You know that, right?
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, unbelievable. And I don't think he's worthy of all that. And he is. But if you go to so-and-so school, you're worthy. We're going to pay you $1,000 just to go to the school. Is that fair or unfair?
I mean, hell, this is a democratic society. It's a capitalistic society. Why not pay the kids? The kids are doing the work. You against it?
No. What I'm saying is no problem.
Okay.
But again, it puts us on the parents' alert again. Right. Are you coaching? And that's why the transfer portal. That's why we are soft. That's why we don't do some things that we need to do, like Luka Doncic getting transferred. Luka Doncic got transferred, didn't he?
Right. Speaking of which, we go get to some of that here in a second. But yeah, I'm absolutely fine with NIL. I'm fine with revenue sharing, because you know what? The system has been taking advantage of these kids for over 100 years. Now, this is a long discussion we could get into, so we're not going to get into.
No, I want to get into it. What do you mean taking advantage of? No, it's come to fruition, Doug. No, not take advantage of. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, the kids have been earning millions and millions of dollars. The players have been earning millions and millions of dollars for these programs and these universities for over 100 years, and they're just starting to get paid off of their name, image, and likeness in the last two.
And so let me put you on the spot right now. You don't care if somebody now is above you. You got two daughters, and I know how you're going with it. I can't come to you exactly how I want to come to you, but if I lay that on the table, money, bottom line money, is that all? Is that what it's all about?
No, it's not what it's all about. But it's definitely part of what it's about.
I know, but I know because again, and this is Doug. This is so crucial. I think what we are talking about is third. Is it still community where you're going when you're choosing a college? We're talking about choosing a college now because money is through the roof.
Yeah, money is ahead of that. You said community.
Community. No, community where you're going. So I would like to ask you. So I'm not going to say anything because you try to hold me to the. So 1, 2, 3, 4. What's the priority now when you're choosing a college? Because again, I would say this to you because I guess is in the Huddle with Joe Ham. So I must tell you this. For me, number one, can I sustain? Can I be there? And do I love that atmosphere as a college place? Whether I get injured, something happens, can I be there? Whatever. That's number one.
So we can stay on this. We can stay on this all night. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Number two.
We can rock. We don't have to get into anything else, Doug. We can stay on this all night.
Number two. Number two is what?
What did I say? Number one was, Doug.
You said number one was community. Like, are you comfortable there? That's what you were saying.
Yes, it's comfortable there as far as can I, do I like wherever I'm at? Yes.
Right. Yeah, I think $1 million is more important to me than community. I'll learn to live in the community. I'll learn to live in the community. I mean, most communities ain't that much worse or better than any other community. So $1 million or I can live in Bug Tussle, Tennessee. Where's the University of Tennessee at? Knoxville. I can live in Knoxville and go to Tennessee, or I can live in Atlanta and go to Georgia Tech. I would rather live in Atlanta.
They're in Coach Creek. Hey, listen. Hey, Doug, Doug, that's my point. No, set it off for a second, Doug. Please.
Okay.
Please. All I wanted you to do, Doug, just name your top 5. I understand that. Because if that's number 1 on your list, that's all I'm saying to you, Doug.
Right.
So that's number 1. Tell me your list. So again, you jumped out there. I wanted to tell you there are different people that some lists up there with this, what you said, there, what you said,
right,
academic, what you said,
right,
get to the league, what you said, coaches, all those close to home, everything. So I mean, that's what I always want to present back to you, because I can't. I don't want to say what you're going to say, but it can't be that whatever you are saying at the top of the list is money and everything else.
Number 2, you said where it's located at?
I didn't say. I'm asking you.
Yeah. So
because I know how I'm going to set it. You don't ask. I know how I'm going to set it.
$1 million. If they're going to give me $1 million to play college football, I will go to the University of Alaska. I will play football in the Alaskan Terrain Football Conference in 4 foot of snow. If they're going to give me $1 million there, as opposed to some school near Moncks Corner that's going to pay me nothing, or 50 grand or 100 grand.
No.
And that's what these kids are doing. These
Doug,
kids
why are you doing that? Why are you
kids
making it so easy?
Doug,
why are you making it so easy? And Doug, I have an attitude right now. I got an attitude with you right now, Doug. Why are you making it like so? That's not black and white. You saying that this school's not going to pay me nothing. No, I don't want you to go over there. I want a balance. What about the difference between 300 and 100 million? 300. No, I'm sorry, 300 and 100,000.
300,000 to 100,000.
And then you're going to live out your dream that you and Ryan Stewart, me and Antoine Hamilton, me and some of my friends grew up, man, boy, we're going to make it to the league. And some of those things are going to hold true. We're going to get there. We're not going there for that.
I think the most room we got to play with is maybe 25 grand. It's maybe 25 grand. If this school over here offered me 25 grand more than this school, and I like this other school better, I might go 25 grand less.
And and that's why I love this conversation with you, because everybody, I mean, not everybody, but they will see this, Doug. They don't see it because I'm not speaking for you, but I kind of know where you kind of grew up.
Right.
I know where I grew up. My mom and dad is not going to say get every penny. My mom and dad. And my mom and dad, I mean, we had to, a whole bucket. We had to chop wood. We had to make sure everything was going on. I understand it. But we weren't doing that. But you trying to get every penny outside of happiness. All I'm trying to say to you, Doug, with a lot of people, and I think that your brother and a lot of people in Moco and, Alvin, South Carolina would be like, I want to win.
Right. Yeah. I want to.
It's money of a win. It's money of a win.
Yeah. Just because I go to a school that's not as powerful or has as many good players as the other school doesn't mean I don't want to win. I mean, my attitude would be, I'm going to take these guys to new heights. Joe, we could talk about that all night. Let me ask you this. A big story going on right now in college football is that spring games are about to, it seems like, go away. Several teams, the University of Texas said they're going away from the spring game model. It's going to be more like a model like they have in the NFL, where the guys come together and they go through little mini camps. talk about your spring game and spring practice experience. And, this is all happening because of the bowl games. They're playing more games now. They can only get so many snaps per the NCAA. They can have only so many practices per the NCAA. Spring practice was a big thing in high school. Did y'all have spring ball in high school at Macedonia? Okay.
Yes.
It was a big thing in high school. It was a big thing in college. What are your thoughts about spring games and spring practices going away?
I don't like the showcase that is going away, Doug.
Right.
I don't like the showcase that is going away, and I do understand why it's going away. But for me, 5'10", 5.5, and I needed to prove myself. Donnie Davis and some of those guys that they didn't think that the depth chart. You remember, man, South Carolina State. You remember?
Right.
Let me see the depth chart. I can improve myself on the depth chart in spring ball, and not only that, I can also improve myself as the final depth chart in spring ball. Mm-hmm. Where did I end up in spring? That meant something. But now it still means the same thing to the coaches, Doug, but it does not mean the same thing as far as why they're trying to protect it. Right. They don't want any other coaches or any other schools to say, look at my guy. Right. I don't like it. I don't like it, but it's real. It is real. So now, they're going to poach. How are you going to poach it? Infiltrate these guys that say that, I didn't get my reps in the spring ball. I didn't get – that coach promised me I was going to be the number 2 wide receiver, number 3 DB, number 2, backup tackle. And I can't be definitive to you, Doug, like I need to be, that how I feel about this. All I know is it has changed.
Right.
And it has changed. And for Nebraska – and from some of these guys that are not doing the spring game, all this has changed that I can't put my guys out there. I don't want you to see my guys anymore. And I have to protect my guys. And it's all encompassed recruiting, and they're telling the untruth, Doug.
Right.
And not intentionally. Recruiters, not liars. My mom would never – they're lying. They're liars. Recruiters are telling them they're liars, Doug.
Right.
They're liars.
Right.
Come on, man. Imagine your daughter. I know you got 2. The special athletes. How do you judge whether I'm going this place, that place? How do you judge it?
Right. Absolutely.
And not only how you judge it, is it $1 or is it not $1?
Right.
Is it the community? And that's my point. Is it the community? Is it close to home? How are you saying that I'm going here or there, spring game? Because remember now, if you, Doug Stewart, me, Joe Ham, me, Ryan Stewart, we ball wherever we are in the spring game, dude, everybody's seeing that.
Right.
Now that's almost like we get recruited again. That's my point. So I just wanted to bring that up to you because I don't like it. And, Georgia Tech decided to go with their spring game again. Coach Kirby Smart, bigger brand. He's going to go with it. Nebraska, no, we can't. Texas, Steve Sarkisian, no, we can't.
Right.
But it's a dilemma. I think I'm going to play it because I want to showcase the younger kids. But I also have to know the recruiting process is crazy, man.
Joe, last thing, man. I'm thinking about this right now. We're finishing up with Joe Hamilton right now, inside the huddle with Joe Hamilton on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. 10 years ago.
Yes.
10 years ago, we didn't have the NIL. We didn't have the portal. There was no thought about skipping spring practice. A lot of these college teams now don't have athletic directors. They got GMs because of the money factor and the business side that's taken over college football. 10 years ago, none of what we're seeing 10 years ago, we weren't talking about a kid transferring 3 and 4 times in a 4-year period. college football has changed so much just like that. It seems like overnight it's totally changed. I can guess where you're going to go with your answer, but do you like where college football is now as compared to when you were in college, or do you not like it the way that it is now compared to when you were in college?
I love it. Love it. But I only love it, man, because of us, the parents. What are we going to do? Education. Oh, so again, I'm tripping. I'm tripping to you, Doug. So just adults, not the parents, adults. Because you might have daughters, you might not have kids, but you're an influencer and you're a coach. Adults, what are we going to do?
Right.
What's the real deal? I mean, the real deal is what? This is the real deal. I mean, and there's no this is what I wanted. I wanted revenue sharing. Don't you know, and I say this, don't you know that the SEC now, with everything in the bowl game, everything with conference realignment, everything with whatever the SEC is getting, revenue sharing, what I mentioned earlier, is not just predicated on because this is student athlete. And let me tell you this, and this is spread it out. 75% is football. Revenue sharing now. 75% football, 15% basketball, women's basketball, other sports. So you getting paid. You are getting paid. That's what I wanted. Now, name, image, and likeness, different. Collective, that's different. But I wanted for then everybody, the scoreboard, parking lot, everything that's going on there, everybody's getting paid. The head coaches are getting raises. You let the kids get something.
Right.
That's all I want. Everybody's that, but boy.
Times have changed, right?
Man, don't you want it? How do you see it, Doug?
Oh, I love it. You know me. I'm all for the kids getting paid. I feel like the kids been victimized for over 100 years.
But again, we got to perform. What I'm saying is that before it was perform and get paid. Now, so you don't think about perform and get paid?
No, you definitely need to perform. And here's the other part of that, and we're gonna wrap this show up right now in the huddle with Joe Hamilton. The other part of this, I don't think people that's never played college football or college athletics in general, because I'm pretty sure it's probably the same across the board, I don't think they realize how much goes into being a college athlete. I mean, it's literally around the clock. It's study hall. It's lifting weights at 5 a.m. It's study hall after that. It's getting breakfast. It's going to class. It's going to treatment. It's having practice. It's study hall later that night. It's just a grind. And to get to a point where these kids are getting paid, I absolutely love it, man.
But again, where's the flip side, though? It's almost a flip side. And what I'm saying is the flip side is that working hard and pushing it and not having something given to you.
Right.
That's it. That's
right.
it.
That's what's up. Hey, great stuff tonight, Joe. Joe Hamilton comes on every Wednesday night. Inside the Huddle with Joe Hamilton comes on every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Eastern time. You got the No Show that comes on earlier this afternoon on Wednesdays as well, right here on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network. And tomorrow morning, if you're watching this show live, but Mondays and Thursday mornings at 7 a.m., you got the two live stews chopping it up.
What's y'all going to talk about, Doug? What's y'all going to talk about?
We're going to talk about the combine probably. It's kind of probably a little bit like we did tonight.
I mean, goodness, man, we got to rush. I know we got to go, man. Goodness, man. LA, man, I wouldn't have good. I mean, goodness.
I forgot. I gotta get your thoughts on my Lakers.
Hey, what's the rush? It's no rush. So, hey, what do you want me to do? Hey, what do you want to do?
So Joe, a lot of people don't know you were.
Hey, hold on.
Go ahead.
What do you want me to do? Get rid of me. Talk to me. What do you? I want to talk about this. what do you want me to do right now? Because
No,
I
go
want
ahead.
to talk about this.
I forgot. I had it on the plate for us to talk about my Lakers. I want to get your thoughts. A lot of people may not know you used to be a hooper. You were almost as good a basketball player than you were a football player. A lot of people from the low country know that. Maybe these people out here don't know that, but you're a big basketball guy, could play, could hoop, won a state championship your senior year, your junior year.
Hold on, Doug. I'll say this, Doug. Before we get into, we end the show with this. I want to say what I need to say right quick, Doug. Right quick. That's it, because I want to get into this with you. I just want to say this. A lot of people don't know what you got into or what you're getting into unless you let them know what you're getting into. And that's it. I always have a segment with Huddle Up with Joe Ham. Just, a lot of people don't know. You think about, like, he should know, she should know. But a lot of people don't kind of know until they know. I gotta speak a little bit more. Just talking to me, I'm too laid back, humbled, and I gotta get out there. You don't know. Let everybody know what's going on. Stewart Media, Doug Stewart, everything that we're doing now needs to be known and broadcast, because you can't be assumed.
Right.
Cannot be assumed. And I wanted to huddle up with that. Okay. Doug. With that being said, is that okay, Doug? It's not okay, because I want to get into what you're talking about. Okay, well, you got something to say about that?
No. So I still want to do Huddle Up with you, but I want to get your thoughts about the Lakers and the moves they've made.
No, that's it. Well, no. Huddle Up's gone. Because I want to. No, we can spend the last 7, 8, 10 minutes on the Lakers now.
Yeah,
because
go
ahead. Boy. Hey, listen. Two things. Number one, JJ Redick is a coach from hell.
Yeah. I'm shocked about that. Yeah.
All right. So, and number two, you got two of the best players going ever in your history. Boom. Now I want to hear from you. That's it. So those two combinations means to me a chance to hold the trophy.
Right.
Go ahead, Doug.
So you think they got a shot? They made the deal for Luka Doncic.
Of what? Okay. That's what I'm saying. And so Doug, we can take all the minutes. Forget about everything, the Huddle Up and everything. Let's go here now. Okay, Doug, can we do that?
Yeah.
Because you can do whatever you want to do. This is your, media.
No, this is your show. Go ahead.
Okay, listen, Doug. Yeah, Doug, it's changed, and I am a chameleon, and I've been reasonable, and I said that Anthony Davis, oh boy, or Kyrie Irving, man. Okay, it could be. But I also said that, man, Luka and LeBron, and my goodness, and I underestimated JJ Redick. And I underestimated the defensive game plan, how you can game plan. So again, we all said now, Doug, what about the big? Ain't nobody's going to be able to big, but you can game plan, you can trap. Come on, man. I play ball. You know I play ball. You play ball. You can trap. You can scheme. I mean, it is a final 7-game series. No, hold on, Doug, because I love it. I love it now because I've changed. Because what I'm willing to do is change. This team with two of the best players that I've seen in my life. No, definitely number one.
Right.
In my life. Yeah. And Luka, I mean, and now, what do you say? He's fat? Where? Okay. You say he's lazy? Where? Whoa. You said hey, woo. Hey, listen, what they say? Hey, thank you, Joe. Okay. What they say? What's this? Hey. So no. Yes. I think it's now. OKC. And I think it's Denver. And I think it's the Lakers.
And the Lakers blew out Denver like 4 nights ago.
Well, yes. That's what I think. And because I'm thinking that the Lakers need bigs.
Right.
Do they need bigs or they need some hustling, scheme? Yeah. And that's what JJ Redick showed me. Scheme and hustle and, come on, man. How you feel, man?
Yeah. I feel real good. I feel real good.
3 weeks ago, you didn't feel this way.
I feel real good, especially the fact, and for people watching for the first time and never seen this show, or me or Joe, I've been a Laker fan since the early '80s, since Noam Nixon and Jamal Wilkes, and cats.
Do you know who fan I am? Do you know who I am?
No, who's your team? 76ers.
Yeah. From the same point, Maurice Cheeks.
I figured if you grew up during our era, you were either a Laker fan or a 76ers fan because they was on TV all the time, and we only had 3 channels.
Yeah. So you feel the same way?
Yeah. I feel we got a shot, and also I feel like the politics of the thing. LeBron going to get some calls. LeBron's teammates going to get some calls, because his career is winding down. I think that Luka and him are both ball-dominant players that have figured out Luka's probably going to be the guy that sets the offense, man. I think Luka's going to be the guy to distribute the ball and set everybody else up.
And why not? Have you ever seen LeBron play off the ball?
Not like I think he's about to.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, do you think LeBron can do anything?
Yeah,
possible?
He can do anything. Yeah, he can do anything.
Let me ask you this real quick. How do you feel? I mean, how did you feel about LeBron before he got to LA?
Great player. Fantastic player. I respect him.
I
thought
I'm asking.
Right. I thought the whole message, or not the message, the decision. I thought the whole decision thing in going to Miami was whack. I thought that was real whack.
Right.
But I mean, other than that,
did you get over it? Did you get over it when he donated like $2 billion? I mean, was that did you get over it?
I don't think it was $1 billion. He gave a lot.
of money. I said $2 billion.
He gave a lot of money to schools. You talk about like an opening the school and all that.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
He's a great guy. He's a fantastic guy. There's nobody that could say anything to the contrary of that. LeBron's a great guy. Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Basketball wise, I'm telling you, man.
He's no Michael Jordan.
No.
He's no Michael Jordan, but he's a great player.
Is he a Kobe Bryant?
He's a tad behind the bean. The Mamba. He's a tad behind Vino.
Because?
I think Kobe's just he was a better, God bless the dead. I think Kobe's just an all-around better basketball player than LeBron.
Overrun. Hey, you know what? Hey, listen. We don't have to leave. You the host, but let me listen. Hey, Kobe was considered a hog, right?
Yeah, for a lot of years.
Yeah. Hey, listen. You don't want to be considered a hog. And Mike was considered a hog too. Now.
Right. Mike was considered a hog for the first 6-7 years of his career. And one other thing about Kobe being a hog, and we're gonna get out of here. One other thing about Kobe being a hog, if you Kobe Bryant, would you rather take the shot or would you rather pass it to Smush Parker? Would you rather take the shot every time yourself or pass the ball to Smush Parker or Kwame Brown? What would you rather do? You take the shot or pass the ball to Smush or Kwame? Thank you.
Pass it to Shaq.
No, I'm talking about when Shaq was gone.
No, I know what
Don't forget now. Kobe won 2 rings without Shaq.
No.
Yeah, don't forget. Shaq was gone. This man won 2 rings without Shaq.
Yeah. Hey, Kobe don't line up with LeBron, man.
Yeah. You don't think so, huh?
Line up.
Boy. Kobe got that dog in him, or he had that dog because he's going on to heaven. Kobe had that dog in him.
Okay. Let me ask you this real quick, man, because I know I gotta ask you this, Doug. So you definitely believe that Kobe is a slight bit above LeBron James, right? Okay,
slightly.
That's fine. Okay, so tell me why, and that's it. And we can go. Tell me why, and I mean because of the dog, the leg, the longevity, whatever. Just tell me why, please. Tell me why.
He was more of a killer than LeBron has been.
I don't understand a killer, man.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
Go ahead.
What do you mean? Kobe had that Jordan killer.
LeBron does too.
No, not like Jordan and Kobe.
Yes, he does.
No, he don't. No, he don't.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
I mean, I don't have any stats in front of me, any quantitative stats to prove he does or don't.
But we are doing the same thing. What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I just think Kobe had more of a killer instinct than LeBron. I mean, really, not that far behind Jordan.
See, and this is what I want to do to you, Doug. And remember this. If you remember Joe Ham, remember this, your younger brother.
Okay.
Please, please remember this, your younger brother.
Okay.
That why Kobe and LeBron doesn't even come close to ever thinking about Jordan ever.
Okay.
Because they bowed down.
Right.
Because they bowed down.
So
I don't. So if you want to say Kobe and LeBron, and we want to have that discussion, okay, Dougie Fresh, we can have that.
Right.
But listen, get out of here with the Michael Jordan because they bowed down.
Right. Yeah, they should.
Do I need to give you examples, or you already know?
No, I mean, yeah, go ahead, give some examples.
No, Kobe in Phoenix said no, I don't want any parts of it. You know about that. And LeBron, LeBron in Dallas and all that.
You talk about when Kobe supposedly
didn't want to No, you talking about it. No, you talking about it. You know what I'm talking about. Oh, I don't have to say it.
No, I don't remember, but go ahead.
Oh, no, refreshing me.
No, I don't remember. I don't remember. Go ahead. And you said LeBron, what now?
And LeBron, Dallas and I mean,
they were up 3-1. They were up 3-1 against Dallas.
And he said, put me at the end of the bench.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Hey, please, coach, don't tap me in.
Yeah. I don't think LeBron. I don't think LeBron had the killer instinct that the Mamba.
No. Kobe did the same thing. Why did Kobe do what he did? Because Kobe, you remember now again, because I know Doug, I don't know you like your brother knows you, but I know a lot about you and I respect you.
Right.
And I know you know that Kobe intentionally did in that Phoenix series what he did. He took one shot, two shot. He did. I mean, come on, man. So
he was trying to involve his teammates. He was trying to involve his teammates.
Hey, come on, Doug.
That's what I call leadership, Joe. And Joe, listen, man, we got to get out of here. Let's get out of here on that note. Let's get out of here on that note. Joe Hamilton inside the huddle with Joe Hamilton. Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. We do it every single week. Joe, fantastic time, man. Thank you so much for joining us today, brother.
All right, man. Go Phoenix.
There you go. Go Phoenix.